Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. So today we are going to be doing an everyday makeup drawer style of video. I love these types of videos. They're so much fun for me to watch, and you just get to see what that person is using that day or week. I kind of switch this out as I get new products and as my favorites kind of change. It just changes like every week. This drawer changes, but I just added a couple of new things in here to test out because of my latest haul. So yes, let's just go ahead and hop right in. So over here on this side, we have my little skincare container. All of these teal containers are from Sam's Club. Anyway, so this was actually in my haul, and it is the Nip Plus Fab Softening Kale Fix Protecting Shot. It is so nice, you guys. It smells really good, and it has kind of like that button dropper. It just feels so calming onto the skin. It's really, my skin does feel softer actually. It smells really nice and refreshing. It's really nice to use mixed in with your moisturizer. I have the Mary Kay Botanical Effects moisturizer. I really like this because it's such a thin moisturizer and really easy to sink in the morning and preps your skin for makeup. For a toner, I use this BC Facial Reviving Tonic for normal to dry skin. It's by Beauticontrol, and it's definitely a toner, but it just has a little bit more of like a gel-like quality to it. So it's just a tiny bit thicker than like a normal toner, but it still has that super watery consistency that just gives your skin an extra layer of hydration. And then I just have a ton of Q-tips on that side. So that's basically what's in this first container. Alright, over here I keep kind of like all my face stuff. So this is the stuff that I know I already love. This is the stuff that I am still trying out and kind of just didn't have space to fit it in here, so I'm kind of just keeping them over there. This is the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I love the packaging. I love that it comes with a pump. I have it in the shade 710 Classic Ivory, SPF 20. I've already talked about this foundation so much on my channel. I really love it. It is just so easy to blend out, so nice during the summertime. That SPF really helps me out, and I love that foundation. The shade is just a tiny bit off, but I can live with it because the formula is so nice. Then I have the Physicians Formula Rosé All Day Oil-Free Serum. This is just a really nice kind of like primer. It's how I use it and how I describe it. It says that you can use it under, over, or without makeup. I totally agree with that. I have used this over makeup, and while I don't like it as much as as using it as a primer, it still looks really pretty. It looks beautiful alone. It has the most beautiful pinky iridescence. I hope that's kind of catching on camera, but it's so stunning, and it just makes your face look like it's glowing from within. And then I have the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eyeshadow Primer. I understand why so many people love this. This is just a trial size that came with my Lorac Pro 3 palette, but I love how it's a lighter tint than most eye primers, like the Milani one, and even the Hard Candy one has kind of a deeper nude tint. This has a much lighter nude tint, and I really do appreciate that. Then I have this Mary Kay Cream Eyeshadow that I'm trying out still. This is in the shade Pale Blush. This is in the shade Pale Blush, and it's just a very light pink, and I love putting this over my lid as primer. Once it sets and it does not move. It has a slight sheen to it, but very light and very natural. So far I like it for my super natural wash of color days, but I also like to use it as an eyeshadow primer. My Wet n Wild Single in Brulee, so pigmented, so beautiful. You need that shadow in your life. It's not even showing up very well just because it blends in with my skin perfectly. Then I have a little sample of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in Opal. This is such a beautiful product. I drop everything. Such a stunning product. You get, oh my gosh, the most beautiful natural glow and sheen to your skin ever whenever you use that. Look at that. It doesn't look like highlighter once blended into the skin. It just looks like your skin is glowing. It looks so candlelit and soft, even though that's definitely like beaming right now because of the sunlight. Alrighty, over here I have some brow products, and then I keep a concealer. I have these two super tiny little brow products. I'm just trying to finish off this Ben Nye one. It is so dead. It's in the shade taupe, but it's not my favorite by far. Like you can see, it's pulled out some brow hairs. It's really not my favorite, but I mean, it works, you know? And then this is the Anastasia Brow Width Sample. It's so tiny. Look at how much product they give you. That just cracks me up. But yeah, I used it today again, and it's quite nice, but I don't think I'll ever need to buy a $20 brow pencil. It just kind of sounds ridiculous to me. And then I have the Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. It works, it sets my brows, it holds them in place. I don't see any reason to buy anything more expensive than this. And then this is the Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer. I have it in the shade Deep Ivory. This is a really nice highlighting shade for me, but it's kind of a little bit more of a drier formula. And now that it's summer, I'm thinking that this will work a lot better for me than whenever I first initially tried it, whenever my skin was a lot drier. So I'm giving it another chance. Alrighty, and then this is the Essence Keep It Perfect Makeup Fixing Spray. I really like it. It makes your face super dewy. The mister isn't my favorite, but it's not bad, especially for like a $2 product. This is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel Foundation. It has SPF 18. I have it in the shade Porcelain L1. I love the packaging. It's so pretty. It feels high-end, and it just feels really well made. So you can see the foundation is a little bit more of a thicker formula, and it just blends out so smoothly. This is a perfect shade match for me. It's like almost perfectly neutral. I love it so much so far. I've been wearing it the past 2 days now, so I don't know my complete thoughts yet, so take that with a grain of salt. But so far, I really do enjoy the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. Alrighty, so that is kind of like all of my like base face makeup products and like my primer products. Let's go over here. So over here, I can't really move the camera, so I'm just gonna scoot it over here. This is like all my other skincare stuff. My chapstick's rolling around. So this is something that I just use to like wipe off excess shadow on my brushes. This is the Flower Beauty sponge. It is so dirty, and I really need to get a new one, you guys. This is the Honeyskin Ultimate Face and Body Cream. This is what I use as a thicker moisturizer, particularly at night under my eyes and in my driest areas, and it just blends out really, really nicely. It doesn't leave a residue, even though it's super thick. And it is just so hydrating, and it got rid of my dry patches overnight one night whenever I began using this, and it's been working for me ever since. Alrighty, and then I just have an EOS lip balm. This one is broken, and I'm just trying to get through it as fast as I can. EOS doesn't really work for my lips, but they're really nice like lip primers, so I kind of just keep that in here close to my makeup before I put on lipstick or anything. This also I got as a sample, and it's the Clinique Moisture Surge, and it's really nice. It feels cooling on the skin, and so far I really have enjoyed it. I've already like used it quite a bit the past couple days that I've been using this, and it makes me really want to buy a full size. I should probably just save the rest for like traveling purposes, but I don't know. I just love it so much, and I kind of just want to use it all now. Alrighty, so then I just got the set of 3 of the Mario Badescu. I left the lavender one close to my bedside, but these are the ones with aloe, herbs, and rose water, and this one is the aloe, cucumber, and green tea one. The misters on here are crap, but everything else works really well, so I kind of just use these just for skincare. So I don't really need a really nice mister for my skincare because they're not messing up anything, but I cannot use these for kind of setting my makeup, which kind of stinks, but you know, I really like those so far. This is my Miscellaneous. This is my eyeshadow palettes, my mascaras, blushes, and then kind of like powder and highlighting products. So let's just go through the eyeshadow palettes and the mascaras first. So I am using the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara right now. This is so nice. It makes your lashes so fluffy. Whenever I saw Samantha March talking about this mascara, she said whenever she thinks of this mascara, she thinks of fluffy lashes, and that just makes her go back to this mascara again and again. And I completely agree. It is such a beautiful mascara. It lengthens and it volumizes, but it just makes your lashes look like fluffy. Like, it's the perfect description. So yes, that is the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. This I got as a sample as well in that haul. It's the Smashbox X-rated mascara volumiture, and it's really nice, but it's a little bit too natural for my taste. That's what the wand looks like. It's natural bristled. It's not cone shaped. It's kind of just like straight with like the bristles sticking out. It's nice, like I said, but I think I like it a little bit better with 2 coats, but even then I can still get bigger lashes with this. I don't think I will ever buy a full size of this, but I feel like this will kind of just be nice to throw in my purse for touch-ups, so that's what I might do with this mascara. I don't think it's worthy of staying in the everyday makeup drawer. This is my Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter. Emily Noel 83 always talks about this product, and I like to describe it as a whitened pink. It's so beautiful on your waterline, just to brighten up the eyes without it being like a stark white. And it's so creamy and smooth, and it just doesn't tug at your eyes. And it's only like $3.99, so that is a huge, huge plus. This is, oh, let's do eyeshadow palettes. Eyeshadow palettes first. I'm getting ahead of myself. Calm down. This is the Hard Candy Look Pro Neutralized Eyeshadow Palette. Yeah, I've made a dent in this for sure. This is a really, really nice eyeshadow palette. It's $8 at Walmart. It comes with an eyeshadow primer, and it used to have a little eyeliner that it came with, but it dried out and I just tossed it recently. But it comes with just the most basic shades that you could ever need, and I used to use this palette all the time. I'm trying to get a few more looks out of it before I declutter it, because it is getting pretty old, but it has like all of the shimmer shades you could ever need, your most basic mattes, and they're all really beautifully pigmented. The formula is honestly so nice, and it's one of the best affordable palettes at the drugstore. A lot of the drugstore palettes these days are not this affordable. This is my Lorac Pro 3 palette. This is the first high-end palette I ever owned. And it's just such a beautiful palette. I always keep this in my everyday makeup drawer, number 1, because I invested a ton of money in it, and number 2, it just has the most beautiful range of transitions. So anytime I feel like I'm missing a few shades here and there, I almost always pull out this palette. I almost always use this palette every day because I like having complete looks on my eyes, and this palette just gives it all to you. And yeah, just look how beautifully those are all swatching. I'm swatching some of the matte shades right there, and then the shimmers are absolutely stunning as well. I really just, oh, there is one bad thing about this palette. It's the shade Medallion. It's so crummy. Like, it's crummy. That's the only way how I can describe it. Look at all that. It's so, like, weird and gross and so not like the formula of Lorac, but I kind of ignore that shade, and then everything else in this palette is holy grail. That is that. This is the Profusion Sultry palette. It has 24 eyeshadows in it, and it came with a brush that I now keep in like my brush container down there. So I don't even know if I can show you. Yeah, I can show you all the colors at once. But just, it comes with a really nice range. The mattes are really nice quality. The eyeshadows kind of smell like candy. Like, it's definitely artificial. It's not my favorite smell in the world, but it's not bad. They have these really pretty like neutral shimmers that you can build up onto the eye and make look super pretty. Here, let me swatch a deeper neutral shimmer. So like, they do have those neutral shimmers, but their shimmers aren't crazy out of this world. Then they have a bunch of jewel tone shades. That's Royalty. It's kind of like a really intense true blue. And then here's the shade Lagoon. You're seeing this shade in so many palettes for summer. Really, really pretty shade. I love that shade in here. And then it comes with some greens. I prefer this lighter green. It's so pretty. And then it also has a purple. And then the black and the brown in here are super pigmented as well. But yeah, so this palette comes with a lot of variety. But like I said, it doesn't have a ton of great transitions. So I'll reach into the Lorac palette for transitions. And this palette for some statement colors, even though it's so big. Alright, so what's left over is just blushes, highlight, and powder. So I have the Mary Kay Shy Blush in here. It's one of their mineral cheek colors. I need to find a better way how to store this product. I wish that it came in already set to go packaging, but it doesn't. But that's honestly, I think it's worth it because this blush is just so beautiful. I mentioned this in my favorites video. I'll throw that up in the cards for you guys. This was also mentioned in my favorites video, and it's the Milani Luminoso blush, and it's so pretty. Look at those two. These are kind of like the only blushes that you need in your collection, but they're both shimmery, so if you don't like shimmery blushes, then I would stay away. However, it's just such finely milled shimmer that I don't think it would bother you. Like, they're the kind of blushes that you don't even need a highlighter with. But they're so pretty. I don't know. I love them for summertime. And then I have the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation. This was also in my favorites video. It's so pigmented, so creamy, so smooth, and I just really like it. This is my Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. Love this product so much. One thing that you need if you have dry skin is this powder. It just sets your makeup beautifully. It just adds the most natural radiance to the skin, and it's beautiful. It's really pretty. I highly recommend that you check that out. This is the Physicians Formula highlighter that I'm using. It's not marketed as a highlighter, but it's like one of their shimmer strip palettes, and I have it in the natural nude version, and I love it because you have the choice of going deeper or lighter with your shades, and that's really nice to see in the drugstore. So this will cater to all skin tones. And yeah, that's a swatch of the lighter shades, and here's the deeper. Look at that shine. This highlighter not sinks into the skin, it just blends into the skin so seamlessly, and it doesn't look chunky or chalky, or it just like it's such a smooth glow onto the skin, and it's just really pretty. Last but certainly not least in this drawer is also something that I've been testing out and that you saw in my haul, and it is the Fit Me Powder Loose Finishing Powder in 05 Fair. A really smooth, finely milled powder. The packaging I like. It's been working well for me, actually. Pretty convenient. It's not like, it's kind of just standard loose powder packaging, but I kind of like it. It's really simple. And I like how this powder comes in many different shades for different skin tones, which is amazing. And yeah, so this does not accentuate any of my dry patches, and so far I've really been enjoying this, and I'm wearing it today. Alrighty, so look at this empty makeup drawer. We went through all of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. I would love if you did. And if you like this style of video, share it with your friends, your family, you know, if you think that they enjoy this content as well.